Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Bilal Razar. I'm the director of Catalyst Regeneration, and we've been put in charge, inshallah, to refurbish this building. Over the coming months, we'll be regularly putting video clips on the internet for you to watch the progress as we turn this building into a building that will be remembered by everybody and used by the community, inshallah. Now come with us and follow myself into the building to see what we're doing. So the refurbishment is taking place in two parts, phase 1 and phase 2. The overall project is valued at approximately £1.3 million, which is largely being collected by the funds are being collected by the community. Now, as you can see, we have two parts to the building. There's a front element, which is actually phase 2. Behind the library area is actually phase 1, which is the main area of the project that we first started on. Both phases, hopefully, inshallah, will be completed by September 2012. Phase 1, we've now been underway for about 4 to 5 months. The project includes a number of different spaces, including function spaces for conferences, lecture theatres, sports facilities, teaching classrooms, which include IT suites, science labs, a basement now which we're excavating. So the whole building will end up to be a good high-class secondary school. Let's go inside. Because this is a grade 2 listed building, everything we do has to be covered by the conservation architect who regularly visit the site. We have carried out a lot of the internal demolition of the walls and so on, and what you see here is 4 to 5 months work, and today we have started excavating the basement. So what we have here now, so far we have replaced all the windows, and the way the windows have been laid out is back to the way the building originally was 100 years ago. However, we've added an extra feature now where the windows will be opened and closed with automation, so they'll be controlled by electronics and wired up to sensors for heat sensors. In addition to that, what we've also done is we've repaired the roof, and soon in a minute we'll go upstairs onto the roof and show you the work that we've done to the roof and improve the insulation properties to make the building sustainable and to make it hold its temperatures, increasing its U values. Currently we're excavating the basement. The basement, as you can see now, we are revealing the original swimming pool with the original tiling. Our intention, inshallah, is once we have excavated the whole of the swimming pool, is to then dig another 4 to 5 feet below the level of the swimming pool, so that we can then have a full height basement with full height headroom, inshallah, which we'll be using for the sisters area and for a wider prayer space. In addition to that, we'll be using the area for lecture theatres and so on. Okay. One of the things that we invested in the early parts of this project was to actually purchase this scissor lift on behalf of the masjid. As you can see, it's proved very useful that we've had to save ourselves from scaffolding the entire inside of the building. And therefore, using this machine has assisted us in doing surveys and installing of a lot of the glass and a lot of the fittings that are already been installed. Now, originally there used to be a glass roof lantern here, which we've removed, and on the 12th of October, inshallah, we are waiting for the new roof lantern to be installed, which is a high quality Schuko system, which is used to, the glass is of a high spec to reflect heat and also to ensure that there is minimum heat loss. It's a German brand. It's costing us a lot of money, but there will be benefit in using this system, which allows the building to have natural light coming in and reduce any heat loss through the area at the same time. You'll see from this grey surface finish that we've got here now, we've just installed a new Sonofill roof, again, which is a single ply membrane that has a guarantee of approximately 25 years, which saves us from having to come up here and do anything once the glass roof light is installed. So it's a low maintenance system. Other work that you can't actually see below this Sonofill membrane is we've actually installed a Kingspan insulation system, 100 mil thick, which again increases the U values and the capability of the building to retain the heat. Other work still to be done up here is that all the structure needs to be mortared, so all the joints on the brickwork need to be filled in. But again, this is a long, lengthy process, and we're trying to find the right time and the right temperature to be able to do this. Okay, inshallah, now I'm going to take you much higher so you can see the remaining buildings for the whole of the Green Lane Masjid. Now what you see there is phase 2, which at the moment we are not moving on to until next year in February. So keep watching the progress, and we're looking forward to showing you how we will go in and strip out this building and remove all the rotten timbers and inshallah replace them with new and up-to-date products. Over to our left is the existing masjid, which is currently in operation and being used for a number of the activities, such as the prayer facilities and all the other services that the masjid offers. To the left is the boiler house, which is refurbished a few years ago, and is currently being used for accommodation. Again, a lot of the buildings are in need for maintenance, but our hands are busy with refurbishing phase 1. And once we refurbish phase 1, we will move on to phase 2. We found a lot of interesting things whilst being working here. One of the interesting things was the fact that we found a very big beehive, and behind that timber and that duct tape is a very big beehive. We've decided that we took out some of the honey. Alhamdulillah, we took out some of the honey, we took out some of the honeycomb, and the workers enjoyed eating some of that honey. We've put it back to how it was, so in a few months' time, inshallah, we'll go back and collect some more honey. We're hoping that we can leave that so the school children can see how honey is formed and how the bees work. So we're looking to, inshallah, put a perspex sheet with a tube. So we'll watch bees coming in and making the honeycomb and the remaining process. So inshallah, this will become an educational exercise. But it was by just opportunity that we come across finding this. Some of the other things that we can show you that we've been doing up here, we've been painting a lot of the steels. The steels were heavily rusted, heavily decayed, and so we have covered all the building with the heavy hammerite to give it more protection, because we want to leave a job that's done for many, many years and don't want to keep returning. One of the things we've been doing is strengthening all the structural steel work, and you can see from the plates, if you zoom in, you will see additional steel plates have been put in. Now these steel plates are nearly 10 mil thick, and when we came to taking them off, they actually fell off in our hands. They'd actually corroded and disappeared like burnt paper. So we've replaced them. We have much more strengthened steel. In addition to that, what we've also done is, before these windows were put in, is we've put additional structural galvanized material supports to strengthen the structure. Then the windows have gone in. So again, a tough solution for the long term, inshallah.